How is it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Today, I want to talk about how not to let anything outside affect you. How not to let any person, any situation, any sort of negative experiences affect you or your life. If you remember in my previous video, a couple of videos ago, I talked about when you are with God, you are untouchable. So that experience has developed even further. The example in that video, I gave that I have a crazy neighbor and then he is very aggressive. And today I had a similar experience, I would say more severe than last time. It has to do with the fact that he is not in his senses and he wants to destroy my property by creating a ditch line that I'm not supposed to do. He has to manage it. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is that he is an aggressive person and then he has mental challenges. And today he said not so kind things about at me, and he was very rude, very offensive. A lot of people, they take those things to the heart and then they let that affect them. Not me. I did not waver from what I shared last time. I remained with God. I remained centered. His whole tactic was to provoke me so that I will raise my hands and punch him or something like that. I am well trained. I have the ability to put someone, let's just say, to sleep as a polite way, but I have very good restraint. I am not easily triggered. No one can touch me, and I have very good self-control. So this person, he was showing me his weakness more and more. And all throughout the experience that I had this morning, the unpleasant experience, I remained centered. I did not raise my voice. I didn't even bother talking to him. I was just simply listening and taking everything in and then recording it. I was collecting evidence. There could be a potential court case down the road and all the stuff could be used against him. So I'm just playing the long game. If it's a chess, he's already being checkmated. I'm 100 moves ahead of him. That's what you can do when you remain in the present moment, when you remain centered. You're able to think far into the future in advance, and you're able to stay ahead of your competition, of your enemy, of whatever it is that is in your way. So that's why when I said, when you are with God, when you are in the present moment, you are untouchable, because you don't let anything, any circumstances, no matter how aggressive and how severe they may come at you, you just kind of brush it off, because it's not you. It's not your energy. That person is affected so much by your life. They're just showing you how much power you have over their life. And in this case, this person was showing me how, I guess, helpless he is. And the only thing he can do is to shout and yell at me and try to intimidate me. And even when that's not working in his favor, it just rubs him off even wrong way. So what I did after that, I called the police. I said, there's something going on here. You want to come and inspect it? And I was near the fence when I made the call, and they were kind of sketched out about it. So if I were to fall into the trap and act also not unkind, when two negative energies match, it never yields to a favorable outcome for yourself. So, but when you remain centered, when you just let the other people make mistake, the enemy make the mistake. I think it's in the art of war, one of the principles is like, when your enemy is making a mistake, don't stop it. Just simply record it. So that's what I did. So it is an art of war. You can say not war as in physical war, but you can say it's the same concept applies in real life. That's why that book, The Art of War by Sun Tzu, is very popular, because you can take the principles that's used in war and apply in real life. But it goes back to you being centered. If you are not able to handle those negative, I guess, experiences coming at you, you will get lost and you won't be able to tactfully make decisions. I used to follow Navy SEALs a lot, and I still do. And I also did boot camp training when I was in Canada. I did lots of military training, you can say. I was a part of Air Cadets, and what they try to do is they try to beat you down. And that's why in boot camp, they yell at you and then they say mean things, not because they are negative people. It's because they want to condition you to not let those, I guess, mean things affect you. So having gone through those trainings, the event today, whatever that happened, it was a child's play. I was just laughing inside, and those guys were just yelling, losing their voice and then losing their energy and the time. I was just having fun. I was just chilling back, recording everything. But if I didn't have the self restraint, if I don't have the ability to stay centered, God means staying centered, then I would have fell into the trap. So that's what happens to a lot of people when intense, unpleasant things happen in their life. They all get so caught up in it. They get so personal. They take it so personal and they're not able to deal with it. So they lose the game. If you want to win, if you don't want to let those things control you, you need to take control of yourself. Be centered. Go to boot camp training. See if there's any military institutions nearby. It's an excellent place. You don't have to sign up for military, but they do offer boot camp trainings. And then you can also follow Navy SEALs. Whoever you follow, the most important thing is your ability to stay in the present. And the best way for that is to do meditation. Do meditation 3 times a day if you can, or 4 or 5. The more you do it, the better. It doesn't, if you don't have longer periods of time to dedicate, at least do 5 minutes each sitting. So you start with 5 minutes and you can do 3 times a day or 4 times a day for 5 minutes and then slowly, gradually increase the time. What you're going to notice is that when you consistently start doing meditation every day, what you're going to notice is a very subtle difference. You may not notice right away. It's not like, right after you meditate, yes, you'll have a period of bliss, but I'm talking about you will start to notice how it changes your life. So one day you may be just driving and a regular event may occur that might just trip you off. So let's just say someone cuts you off and brakes, and usually that may be enough for you to just ruin your day. You may get angry, you may yell, and then the whole day for you gets ruined. But when you start doing meditation consistently, when an event like that happens, you're going to notice that you don't have that sort of negative reaction anymore. You're more able to let go of things. So you start to let go of those low hanging fruits, those inconvenient events that happens every day. You let that go first. And what you're going to notice is that your deeper wounds and your deeper emotional traumas, they come out. And the more and more you practice meditation and more you're consistently able to stay centered, you're going to find that you can be in the seat of your awareness. You can be with God and never leave because you will be untouchable. But just like anything, it is a skill. You're not going to see overnight changes. It is a consistent, small steps taken every day. It's a consistent practice of meditation that you do, starting with 5 minutes, increasing your frequency, extending the duration of time. And over time, you're going to notice that your life is so much more better. You are so much more better. You are a better person. You're a better worker. You are a better friend for yourself. You're better at relationship. You're better at your family. You are better. You are able to carry yourself around with this light that people gravitate towards because you're with God. So do not let anything, any outside circumstances, any outside events, person, things affect you. Take control of your life. Take control of your inner kingdom. Practice meditation. Stay centered. Be with God. Until next time, my friends, be fearless.